Latveria, ruled by the dreaded Dr. Doom until an unlikely hero takes over. After fighting the cybernetic tyrant Lucia Von Bardas, former Prime Minister of Latveria, Ironheart, Riri Williams, becomes Queen of Dr. Doom's home. How did it happen? Hit like and subscribe for more superhero secrets and comic book stories. Lucia Von Bardas isn't your typical villain. Once the Prime Minister of Latveria, she came to power after Doom left. But when Daisy Johnson drops a castle on her, she doesn't survive because of sorcery, she embraces the cold precision of technology. Cybernetic enhancements, weaponized data streams, and war tech fuse directly into her body. Bardas didn't just rule Latveria, she became its machine god. Under her regime, Latveria is transformed into a militarized superpower. She takes over the country once run by the ruthless Dr. Doom. But then Lucia makes a mistake. She fights Ironheart. Riri Williams hears about an attack on the Smithsonian. A booby-trapped man sets off an explosion in the middle of a gala. At first, Ironheart helps with cleanup, working alongside S.H.I.E.L.D. Until Lady Octopus turns up. She looks like Dr. Octopus. Same destructive arms and same bad attitude. Ironheart has a little trouble with the bionic arms. There are too many of them and they are too powerful. But they also conduct a charge. Riri isn't called a genius for nothing. Lady Octopus gets a massive shock, but she's ready for round 2. Ironheart lets loose a repulsor blast that throws Lady Octopus crashing into a car. As she is passing out, Lady Octopus lets slip she was paid to attack the Smithsonian by former Prime Minister of Latveria, Lucia Von Bardas. If it hadn't been for Ironheart, the casualties would have been high. But now Lucia is in Ironheart's crosshairs. Riri pays Lucia a visit. She isn't hard to find. Technologically enhanced bodies surrounded by a serious number of soldiers. They are planning an offensive. Ironheart is determined to stop them, except Lucia's force field blocks Ironheart's attack, and if Lucia gets close enough, it will be able to pop Riri out of her suit. Ironheart tries outrunning Lucia, except she hadn't counted on a horde of Doombots. Ironheart is overwhelmed by the number of robots. She is just about out when she lets loose a massive blast. Now she's on the run and the bots keep coming. But it isn't Dr. Doom controlling them, it's Lucia. Ironheart gets an idea. She calls out Lucia and as she approaches, Ironheart gets knocked out of the sky. One of Lucia's henchmen call it a malfunction. She was just overrun by Doombots. Lucia approaches the grounded Ironheart. Inside the armor, Riri is smiling. Ironheart releases a massive blast. Lucia and her lieutenants are neutralized. Ironheart was playing possum. Lucia is grounded and Ironheart makes sure she's not getting up. At least not until she is taken into custody. When Lucia accuses Ironheart of starting a war, Riri corrects her. She hasn't started a war, Ironheart has taken over and now she is the new Queen of Latveria. So what do you think of Ironheart becoming Queen of Latveria? Dr. Doom probably wasn't pleased. And at least she didn't last. A little help from S.H.I.E.L.D. and democratic elections are established and Riri gets to go home. Thanks for joining us to the end. Drop your thoughts in the comments.